Hi,
Hi.
people. We're back and we're alive.
I know it's
Didn't you
been a
miss
minute.
us? I know you did.
You have to tell us in the comments. This is like a recurring thing.
Right. Oh my god, I didn't ask how you are today. I'm so sorry, everyone. How
Oh
is
my god.
everyone doing today?
Yeah. How are you?
I thought you were going to say, how dare you?
How dare you?
I'm
How dare you forget to
sorry.
ask them?
I know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is what happens
All
when we
formalities and
take a week
etiquette
off.
just out the window. Oh my god.
Fuck etiquette.
Fuck it.
Oh my god.
No. Bad.
Why? What do you mean? I was never in no, etiquette classes or nothing. What's
I
that
mean, I
shit
wasn't
called?
either.
Like cotillion. That shit.
Cotillion.
Yeah.
What is
You don't know
that?
what cotillion is?
No.
Oh my god, I've been watching too many shows from the early 2000s.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's
cotillion. It's
funny.
like fancy high society people teach their children manners and shit.
Okay.
And yeah, I can't believe you don't know what cotillion is.
I don't pay attention to anything. What do you mean?
But I don't even know how you spell cotillion. Jesus Christ. Yeah, cotillion, late 18th century and 19th century French court dance, popular also in England. Oh, apparently it's the name of a
It's a
dance.
dance.
Oh, so that's just like what? Yeah, okay. So the main purpose of a cotillion is to teach respectful manners to young people so they can go out into society and thrive. And then the other thing is like debutante balls.
So
Do you
this
know what
dance
those are?
teaches people etiquette. Yeah, I know what debutante balls are.
Well, no, they don't. It's not about the dance. It like I don't fucking listen. It's whatever. Um, yeah, they dance at a cotillion, but it's more than just that. It's about etiquette, proper manners of society, and all that other bullshit
Interesting.
that somebody clearly never taught to me.
Or me. I don't even know what it was.
Right. That's okay. Who needs to know all that stuff when you can just
Certainly not us.
live your life?
Yeah. However you
Yeah.
want.
Right. Exactly. Be vicious and malicious. Haha.
Ah.
Foreshadowing.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow.
All
Good
right.
job.
Well, in case you guys forgot over the week that we were gone because somebody decided to take a vacation, and then when we were going to record for last week's episode, my internet decided to also take a vacation. So that was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to do our little questions, and maybe we'll do an extra one just for you guys because we were not here last week.
Because we're feeling generous.
Yeah, you should be thanking us at this point. We'll
In the comments, say thank you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, go ahead.
So this one's going to be kind of funny considering literally what we're doing. But are you better at talking or listening?
The temptation to say neither because I often don't know how to speak English, stumble over my words constantly, and or just constantly ramble on about things. I don't think that you could call that being good at speaking. And then other times I'll get distracted or zoned out and half listen to some even if I'm engaged in the conversation. I could answer a question somebody asked me and not actually have registered what the question was.
Wow.
Or at the same time, somebody will ask me a question and I'll ask them to repeat the question because I did not hear it, and then answer the question before they finish re-asking it because I actually did.
Oh, yeah. It's like your mind just, it's processing. It took longer to process.
So I don't think I'm all that particularly skilled at either.
Okay, fair. I'm going to go opposite. I feel like I'm pretty good at both. But I think I'm better at talking because I could just keep going. Like, I literally planned to be on Momo Plush's stream for an hour. and I was there for
Oh,
2.
right. I was like, I see, and that's the thing is that I totally saw the thing that you were. I was like, who the hell is Momo plush?
I met
And
her through
then
Brookie.
I opened the fucking stream and I was listening for a bit too. So yeah,
Yeah.
case in point on both accounts. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But I've also literally had people tell me that I'm really good at listening, and like they enjoy that I just sat and listened.
Yeah.
Didn't like interrupt and just like, acknowledged and like asked clarifying questions, but didn't like, it was like a vent session, and I've had people commend me on that too. So
Right. See, I can do that.
you're like, I can mindlessly listen to you. Yeah, go ahead.
Right, exactly. I do that all the time for lots of people. I was my like high school friend group's like therapist because that allowed me to avoid talking about all of my problems by listening to everybody else's.
Yeah, I feel that.
Right?
Okay, well, let's not. That's also kind of a negative. Not a negative, but that's not a great
It's an
habit to have.
shh.
No. It's not a
It's
great habit to
okay.
have.
I will probably continue to have that habit until
Probably.
such a time that I decide not to. But everybody else, if you need someone to listen to your
Link will
problems,
be
you
your
know where to go.
therapist. Are you gonna start charging?
No, I don't
That's
charge
good.
my friends. Well, they can pay me in like pumpkin spice
Ooh,
anything from Starbucks
yeah.
because I'm a basic bitch.
I feel.
Right? I'm so excited that it's pumpkin spice season.
I know. Me and Akuma went and got boba yesterday, and they had
Yeah.
pumpkin spice like milk tea. Oh, so
Ooh.
good. It was
See,
so
now I'm
good.
curious because there's a boba place across the hall from my store at work. I
Ooh.
wonder if they have one. I am destined to try every pumpkin spice everything because everywhere has one now. I
Mm-hmm.
tried the pumpkin spice cold brew from McDonald's this morning.
Wow, I didn't know they had that.
I didn't either until this morning. And then obviously I've had Tim Hortons pumpkin
Mm-hmm.
spice iced cap. It's pretty good. I know you don't know what that is, but that's okay.
No, I've had Tim Hortons before.
Really?
Yep.
Where?
Buffalo.
They have a Tim Hortons in Buffalo?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, why do they not have a Dunkin' Donuts on this side of the border? Like, I live just as close to the border as I'm sure that Tim Hortons is.
Yeah, but Dunkin' Donuts' slogan is literally America. No, because this is North America. So
Well, and Tim
justifiably, they
Hortons
should be
is a
all over.
Canadian, like, Tim Horton himself is a Canadian
Right.
hockey player. Like,
No, yeah, no, I know. It's like, I think it's
oh my god.
because.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Um, he apparently died in a city fairly close to where I currently live,
Oh,
without
wow.
doxing myself as to where I actually am. But it's not super far away. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't
That
know that.
is. Um,
Anyways,
I think Dunkin's, like, I think even their, like, logo is literally the United States.
what do you mean? Their logo is Dunkin'
Or when they
Donuts.
have, like, their America runs on Dunkin', I feel
Right.
like they have the map of the
Does
United
it?
States in it.
I don't know. I
Am I
would.
crazy?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, the closest Dunkin' Donuts is like just over the border.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that I can't get any until after I get my passports. Which then, once I get that, I'm sure, because my mom grew up on Dunkin' Donuts coffee, because she
Mm-hmm.
grew up in the States. And
Oh,
as soon as
yeah.
I moved out here, she's like, "Do you like any of your stores there carry Dunkin' Donuts coffee? You need to get me some." And I was like, "No, they don't. I checked."
Okay, no, I was totally freaking right. They used to have like part of their thing when they say America runs on Dunkin'. It
Mm-hmm.
was a little square with the United States in it, and then a man running, and then a box with the letters to spell on,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
their actual like logo, the DD.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm. They're really limiting themselves because they
Right.
could be in Canada and Mexico and all of South America and still say America runs on Dunkin'.
Well, I mean, North America is more than Canada, the US, and Mexico.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying they could expand a lot more into Central America and South America too.
There's actually 23 countries that are in North America.
That's crazy to think about.
Right? Because, like, when I was a kid, I always thought it was just the three.
See, so I don't like do geography. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like history. I don't remember dates very well. So like I liked enough about geography to like know how many oceans and how many
Yeah.
continents there are and like the, stuff like that. But once it starts getting into like the nitty-gritty of like, oh, this is what a strait is, this is what a lake is,
Right.
this is a pond, or this is a reservoir, or this is that, or this, or that, or a butte, or a plateau, or this. And I'm like, I don't understand. Like it's literally the difference of size at that point for a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I don't fully comprehend how they judge. Cause like I drove by a reservoir 2 days ago. I was like, wow, that looks like a lake. But it's a reservoir. I don't fucking know why.
What's the difference?
I don't know. I think that reservoirs are usually like man-made.
Lake, an area filled with water localized in a basin that is surrounded by land. Reservoir, an enlarged body of water created using a dam or lock.
Okay.
So there must have been a dam nearby.
I didn't see one. I genuinely didn't see one.
I don't know.
I have no idea where it is if there was one. Because, like, I thought I could see the entire thing and there wasn't, like, a dam anywhere that I saw.
So let's see. Um.
Now I'm going to have to look at the map.
Right. There are more than 4,000 lakes and reservoirs in the state that you live in.
Yeah, that's not shocking. I also don't totally remember
I
exactly
don't know.
where we
Canada
were.
has the most. Uh. Is it? I don't know if it's.
Oh. See, yeah, no, it's called...
Yeah,
It
country
is a
has the most lakes in
reservoir.
the world.
Who?
Canada.
Oh, wow. Oh, I see the dam.
879,800.
Yeah, I
And the
see the
next
dam
highest is
now.
Russia. Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, there you go. But what's
Okay.
crazy is that the next highest number of lakes is Russia with only 201,000 as opposed to our 879,000.
Wow, that's actually insane.
Right?
See, and then there's another little reservoir over here.
62% of the world's lakes are in Canada.
This one must be man-made because it's completely surrounded by land. What are you? You are unnamed, so you are not important.
Well, wait. Lakes are... I'm confused by what you just said.
So I'm looking at this one, and it's literally called... It doesn't matter if you guys know. It's Lakewood Reservoir. But I don't see a dam around it or on any side of it.
Well, it says using a dam or lock.
Oh, wait.
What is a
I
lock?
see a little gate. God damn it. It's like
That's
a
probably
bridge.
a lock. Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck?
Well, there you go. I couldn't tell you.
Me either, honestly.
I couldn't even tell you where the nearest dam is.
Oh, that one's very
Like,
obvious.
there's like what? There's like the Hoover Dam. I know that
Yeah.
one.
This one's
Couldn't
called...
name a second.
Okay, this one's got a funny name. Do you want to try and guess it? It's
What
like
does
an
it start with?
adjective. G.
An adjective that starts with G. Um, G- I don't know. Giant,
No.
gorgeous.
No. But you got
What
two
is
of
it?
the other letters, actually three of the
Oh,
other letters correct.
like in a row?
No.
Oh, I don't know. What is it?
Gross.
Oh,
It's literally called Gross Reservoir.
nice.
And I don't know why, but that brings me a little bit of joy.
I mean, I don't know.
I wonder if it is actually gross.
Well,
Nasty.
it's probably named not because it's gross.
No,
It's
I
named
know.
for Denver Water former chief engineer Dwight D. Gross, which I totally just knew off the top of my
DDD.
head.
Oh, wait, DDG. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second. I can't read.
Your body contact with the water is not permitted. Swimming, wading, and cliff jumping are prohibited at Gross Reservoir.
Interesting.
You're not allowed to touch it. You can't touch the water.
Because it's gross?
I don't fucking know. What is the purpose of a reservoir?
I don't know.
The name indicates that it like is being reserved for something. I don't know. Is that what a right?
You would think.
Yeah. So okay, hold on. Oh, reservoirs. It says they are used for boating, fishing, and other forms of recreation. Okay.
So why are they picky about this one?
You know what's absolutely crazy as to why I asked that question when it's like some of the dams that create reservoirs are used to generate electricity. Duh. I knew that.
Yeah, but only if they actually have the water like flowing through them. I don't think these do.
Yeah. The largest reservoir in the world by surface area is Lake Volta. But I thought it was a reservoir, not a lake. What? Now
I don't know.
Now the Google is confusing me.
See? That's why I'm so goddamn confused.
It was created by damming the Volta River in the African nation of Ghana. It is the world's largest reservoir.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Most critical purpose of reservoirs is flood risk management. That makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, because they collect water during times of high rainfall and then release the water slowly over the following weeks and months.
Hmm.
Huh. Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
How did we get on this topic?
I don't.
We were talking
know.
about talking and listening, and then
I know. I don't know how we got on the topic of geography.
Oh, well, we were talking about countries in North America.
Oh, we were talking about Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, right. I love it. That's okay. Cool. Yeah. So there are 23 countries in North America. There's Northern America, which is Canada, Mexico, United States. Central America is part of North America: Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Panama.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the Caribbean Sea, these are also apparently part of North America, is Bahamas, Barbados, Cuba, Dominican Republic, all of them. All the ones that are like two names, like Trinidad and Tobago, St. Kitts and Nevis. Nevis?
I don't know.
I don't know. All the other ones.
I don't know how to read.
Non-sovereign states. There's apparently 23 dependent territories are non-sovereign states, which is like Aruba, Bermuda, British Virgin Islands, the Cayman Islands. That's where all of the like offshore accounts are. Mm-hmm. That's where the money's at.
Also, Aruba has a lot of cocaine, but it's also really pretty.
Valid. So now we know where to go to get money and cocaine, apparently. Greenland. Is Greenland not like its own country? It's like a non-sovereign state.
I thought it was.
Who does Greenland belong to?
Google.
Why do I not? Oh, right. It's part of Denmark.
Oh.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I totally knew that because like there's a whole thing where it's um Canada is like so much closer to Europe or whatever because Greenland belongs to Denmark.
Right.
But it's part of North America, but politically it's part of Europe.
Right.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is very weird.
Yeah. I don't know. There's like the people also ask things. It's like, why is Greenland a part of the USA? And then you drop it down. It's like Greenland was never owned by the USA. It's like, okay. Apparently, they've tried to buy it twice, not including Trump's wish to buy it. Apparently, and Denmark declined twice. They've been part of Denmark since 1721, which is before the U.S. even existed.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't pay attention to geography or history either. So
Me either.
yeah. Oh well. What was the next question? Since
Oh, yeah.
we're done talking about coffee.
Right, exactly. And listening versus talking. I just want everybody to know and enjoy that, like, this is very normal. And also, it's kind of funny that this is like a perfect demonstration of like the course of like thoughts that just leads you to absolutely fucking weird things. And I'm so glad you guys got to experience it with us because we just gave you play by play of getting there and then also how we got there because we got
Right.
confused.
And then we totally forgot how we got there. Right.
Yeah. But it's okay because we remembered.
And we're smart.
Look at us go.
We got them SMRTs.
Smirts. Okay. Next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Actually, I have the answer to this question.
Oh, yay.
So I will give you my life timeline that I planned out a long time ago.
Okay.
So it's actually only 4 years now because it involves around me being 30, which I'm getting there.
I feel that.
Anyways, right? So my whole goal, once I decided I was going to college, is I would finish college. I would start in like an entry level career job by the time I was like 25, which didn't happen because I'm older than 25 now. And then I would be in a steady, good, solid career before I was 30 because I would like to be married by the time that I'm 30. But in order for me to be married by the time I'm 30, I really need to meet somebody like super soon because on the scale of like of relationship, I need to date somebody for bare minimum 6 months before I'd even consider moving in with them.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, that's bare minimum. I have to live with them for at least 6 months before we'd get engaged. We'll probably be engaged for a year to a year and a half, two, depending on what time of the year we're getting married and financial whatevers. So that right there is at least 2 to 3 years. And I only have 4 years left before I turn 30.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, 3.5 almost now because it's almost the end of the year.
Right.
So realistically, I need to meet somebody in the next year. Otherwise, that's going to fall apart. But ideally, in 5 years, I will have a good starting career and be married. That's where I'm at.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you?
My 5-year plan, where I would ideally see myself in 5 years, because I've never really had like a cut and dry like what I want to do with my life until like more recently. And this is bordering on a little bit of wishful thinking, but also I guess like if I put in the effort, I feel like I could make it happen.
Yeah.
But being a bigger Twitch streamer and being an artiste and being able to do commissions and have like a merch store and just kind of being like running my own business and my own brand for the most part. I would love to have that. I would also love to be married within the next 5 years, but I
Right?
also don't have a partner. So like that also
Relatable.
brings the issue of like
Yeah.
meeting someone, getting to know them, not hating spending time with them. Because I'm a picky bitch. Like
Not finding
liking
everything they
them.
say annoying.
Exactly. Liking them enough to like move in or like me move in with them, allowing them to be part of my space in my life, because that's been an issue with dating before for me.
Yeah.
Is that like I've literally dated somebody and I'm like, I like you and I enjoy spending time with you, but I don't want you in my space.
Right.
And so I know that this isn't going to work out.
Yeah.
So
Been
being
there.
able to find like my person, ideally would be married within the next 5 years, but that's also a short time frame to meet, date, all the things, engagement, marriage with somebody. Especially with how fucking picky I am. But yeah,
Yeah.
otherwise, career wise, it would definitely be, I would love to stream full time or like do art and, you know, the dominoes and the resin crafts and, selling other things that I sell
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. Because like I would love to just have my own freedom to be able to do that. And I don't know, I may also potentially move up near my dad. That it could be within the next month if
Really?
work. I am really dreading going back to work.
Valid.
2 of our trainers just left on Friday, and another trainer is currently on a leave of absence. And so, and
Just start looking
apparently,
for jobs in the new city then.
I found a couple good ones.
Nice.
Yeah. But so that's where I'm at. Like, if it is as bad as it seems, because like we all went to the bar on Friday because we were celebrating them leaving and everything. And the other trainer, the only one who's going to be in the office for the next like month, was like, "Are you coming back?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be back on Monday." And he's like, "You shouldn't, to be honest."
Oh my god.
Because
It's
he's
like,
out on Mondays.
don't.
Yeah, because he's out on Mondays. So it's just going to be like, there's no trainers. So it's just the team leads and the managers and then everybody who's like been more tenured. But then also
Right.
one of the team leads was like, "We've been kind of dying to like know when you're coming back." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" She's
See?
like,
They
"Yeah."
like you.
I know. And she goes, "Well, because all the trainees actually really like you. Like we've gotten feedback from them and they really like your training." And I'm like, "That's not good though, because like I'm entry level still. And I have a
Right.
problem with being liked that well for training. Like I love it. Like that is my bread and butter. I love being able to share my knowledge with other
Right.
people in a capacity where they can absorb it and understand it really well.
But if they're gonna, they
But
need to
it's
pay you as a trainer.
right. And I'm like, I'm getting taken advantage of at this point.
Right.
And I don't
Seeing
want the
like,
extra
yeah.
stress of not getting my work done because I'm putting in time to help other people get trained.
See, I was starting to feel like that a little bit at my job.
Mm-hmm.
Although, from what I've been told, as of today, I no longer have to worry about that
Ooh, nice. Love that.
because promotion pay raise takes effect today, is what I was told.
Yay.
Yeah. Today, recording today, not today for you guys listening at home. 2 days ago for you guys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Time travel. Oh
We're
my god,
from
it's
the
Tuesday.
future. Wait. We're
No, we're
from the
from.
past. We're speaking to you in the future.
Oh my
Wait.
god.
Yeah, and then we said we were going to do 3 questions.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite season and why?
Um. So this is a complicated question because it depends on a couple things. So weather-wise, uh, well, actually, you know what? No, just in general, I'd say end of summer, early fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically, right now.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, because
Same.
one, it's not too hot out, but it's also not winter cold yet. Um, it's pumpkin spice season.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween's about to happen, which is
Mm-hmm.
like my favorite holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I just that's where I'm at.
Yeah, mine's fall. Easy. I
Nice.
love the color changes in the trees.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. Summer's too hot. Winter's too cold. Spring is too new.
See,
I just love
spring.
fall.
So the thing with spring for me is that back where I used to live, spring was just gray and brown and gross
Yeah. No, and like
after
it's either
winter, plus allergies.
right, it's either still cold and everything's trying to wake up.
Yeah.
And so it's like either brown still or green. But like the colors, there's such a huge variation of color in the trees here. And as much as there's not like huge trees like in Pennsylvania or California or Oregon or places like that, the variation that people have here and like along the sidewalks and in the roads and like
Yeah.
in their backyards, it's so breathtaking.
I miss how the color change happened back on the East Coast. It was
Mm-hmm.
so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't really get anything like it.
Mm-mm.
Maybe I'll take a trip back there. Well, no, I can't even next year because this time next year I believe I have a wedding to go to back
Oh.
west. So, opposite direction.
Mm-hmm. Well, you should work on getting your passport because I kind of
I
want to go
know.
visit my dad again in spring because everything blooms differently. Like
Yeah,
his girlfriend has things planted that bloom all throughout the year. So she's like, you need to come in each season or just move here. But like
right.
visit in each season so you can experience all the plants because like have I shown you any of her plants and everything?
No.
Okay, 2 seconds. I will send you pictures. I will also post the pictures online, you guys, so that you guys can also see the gorgeousness of Pennsylvania. All right, so this is around her house. Oh, also I'll show you the ponies because they're so cute.
Oh my god, I love ponies.
Yeah. Oh, we also went to this really cool crystal cave. It
Ooh,
was awesome.
fancy.
Yeah. Okay, so these aren't even
Y'all,
all
let me
of
tell you,
it, but
Serafina got bougie on her vacation. She came back, she's like, oh yeah, had this lobster, what did you say? Lobster risotto?
risotto.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, you know how bougie that sounds? Like,
It was like a $30 meal. I didn't pay for it though, okay? That's the thing.
she getting spoiled on vacation.
I was getting spoiled.
Oh my god, look at the horses.
They're ponies.
They're little horsies.
Well, actually, the dark brown one is actually a miniature horse.
Nice.
And oh my god, it was so funny. My dad's girlfriend was playing with them the last day we were there.
Yeah.
And so she gets
Did you
like the
get to
little.
ride one?
No. But,
Why not?
because they're not the best behaved. Like Norman.
Oh.
So, okay. The gray
His
one
name
with
is
the white.
Norman.
His name is Norman. So,
I knew a
Norman.
Norman once. Somebody stabbed him with a spear.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh my
I
god.
totally forgot.
It was you.
It was me. I forgot.
Oh my god, I can't.
So Norman is the little gray one that has like the white dappling on his side.
Uh-huh.
And he's just like the most chill pony, just unbothered all the time. And then the light brown one, that's Clyde. And he's kind of an older pony, and he's got a little bit of arthritis, so They try not to put too much on him. He doesn't run around too much. They don't like to stress him. And then Tucker is like this little shithead clown character. He's so funny. He's got so much spunk and energy and like personality. Because like my dad's girlfriend brought out Clyde and Norman to come say hi.
Yeah.
And Tucker was screaming in his stall. But then putting both of them back in and bringing Tucker out, they're completely unbothered. And he's like, and he started like, he was mad. He was genuinely mad, and he tried to like get mad at my dad's girlfriend and like almost like reared up at her.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, we don't act like that. You can go right back in your stall if you're going to be rude. But yeah, so that's them. They know how to pull carts, but it doesn't happen super often just because it's not something that they do very often. So it's kind of, there's something that they're out of practice with. But she was having them run around and play. And so Tucker and Norman were just like chasing each other, like flying through the field, just around in a circle and around and around. And then Norman started bucking at Tucker. It was so funny. Because it's just like he gets a little spunky for no reason, and then he's like totally chill. Like they make jokes that he's just high all the time.
Yeah.
Because he's just mellow all the time. But
nice.
Yeah, and then all of the plants, like she's done all of that herself, and it's really pretty.
I could never. They'd be dead.
They'd be dead. Well, that's the thing, and they're like, we plant anything here and it grows. Honestly, I feel that.
Alive either.
I usually can't either. Well, okay, so they also have a garden, which is currently overrun. They're like, the weeds grow faster than the plants do. So there's like a weed in there that's like 5 feet tall, and they're like, that like happened in like 2 days. Obviously it didn't. But like, they're like, the plants grew so fast. They put in, they have some like fruit trees. So they have like cherry trees, and they have a fig tree. And they put in grapevines that are like went crazy. They're like, it's been 1 year, and they're like, the vines have grown like 10 feet already. It's insane. And then they like planted some tomatoes, and my dad was like, I told her to plant like 3, and she planted like 12. And now we're overrun with tomatoes, and we can't get into them because they're completely overwhelming.
That's what they do.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, and then
oh my God.
They had it happen where the tomato bushes were so huge that they had a pumpkin that vined up around into the tomatoes, and there's a pumpkin suspended in the middle of the fucking tomato bushes.
Oh man, I love it.
This is crazy.
So when I went home to visit my parents for Easter this year, my dad has this thing that he does where he gets like super hyper obsessed with like projects and stuff and like new hobbies, especially now that he's retired.
Yeah.
It like he's trying to do this whole like knife making business, which is pretty cool. Like he's made some pretty cool looking knives and stuff, and like don't get me wrong, it's cool. And he's like got whole things set up in their garage. But then the whole time that I was there, he was just like constantly watching YouTube videos about gardening and like
what
building up like plant beds and like greenhouse whatever, and like
I thought you were
all
doing
these
the
like
knives.
tips and tricks of gardening stuff. And I'm sitting here just like, how do you have time to do that if you're trying to like do this other thing? To the point where like they were going to like their plan was to have me help them with their social media stuff for him, because that's what I went to college for,
right?
Partly. And I was just like, okay, I never got any update as to what they want to do when they want to do it. I was like, you need to tell me what it is that you want and how much time you expect me to spend on this, and I will tell you how much those services cost. I don't care if you're my parents. I need to be paid for my time if you expect me to do this, because it is work and it is a job.
Right.
Like there was no problem. They had no problem with that, but I still have no idea what they're doing. And I've been living out here for a year and a half now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, my
Oh
dad
well.
is currently looking into how to build a fountain because,
Nice.
like, with huge rocks.
You
So he's
go to
like
the
looking
store
into
and you
these.
buy one.
No, well, so his girlfriend wants a pool. So they're going to
Ah.
work on putting in a pool, and she wants a fountain going into it. And so he's looking into like how to make sure that everything's put in properly, and they're going to be doing salt water with it and this and that. And so like he's going to build the fountain himself and get
Ah.
like the rocks and
Fancy.
everything and like do the mortar, but also this cool like foam stuff that goes in there. And he's like, just trying to make sure that I figure out everything to do properly with it. Cause like other people are wanting to charge like $50,000 to do that. He's like, but they've
Yeah, of
got
course they
plenty of
would be.
tutorials. I know, but they've got plenty of tutorials on YouTube. So that's what he's
Honestly, you
watching right
can
now.
learn almost anything on YouTube these days. Like,
Literally.
yeah,
If you,
it's kind of crazy how expensive schooling is. Like,
no,
and I
literally.
understand like that like proper schooling like in like colleges or universities or whatever, they are much more in depth and like you get more out of it than just watching YouTube videos. But there are
Mm-hmm.
certain things that like you can easily learn by YouTube videos,
Yeah.
and it's kind of nuts.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're willing to put in the effort and,
right.
trying to, understanding that there is going to be some process and potential error and,
Yeah, it's a whole it's a very specific like type of learning. It's
mm-hmm.
very um trial and error. It
Yep.
takes a probably longer amount of time than having somebody instruct you how to do things,
Mm-hmm.
but there are a lot of things that you can achieve the same results.
Yeah. Well, like that's just like with how my computer, I needed to change the battery in it.
Yeah,
And there's tons of YouTube videos for it. So that's what I did. And yeah, it wasn't exactly perfectly easy and something did go wrong. But at the same time, I saved myself
right.
like $200.
And sometimes teaching yourself stuff is easier than trying to have somebody else teach you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like for um like I taught myself how to play the saxophone,
Mm-hmm.
and I got pretty good at it before I ever had anybody like teaching me things about it that I didn't already teach myself how to do. Like before I
Mm-hmm.
took any kind of like I never took any like actual formal lessons on it. Like I joined the band at school, and like my band teacher like had like specific like tips or whatever, or like comment like notes on things, but as all teachers do. But I never actually had to take any lessons for it.
Right.
So sometimes it's just like, and like I don't want to, I'm not saying this next part to be have a self-inflated ego, but my skill level being self-taught was better than a lot of the people in our band that took lessons.
I mean,
That's just how it
that's
was.
fair.
Yeah, I
Sometimes
don't
it
know.
is just like that.
Right. Like I was first chair in my first year like of high school,
Mm-hmm.
which basically never happens. Not
Right.
in my school anyways.
I mean, and sometimes you just like have a natural affinity to it and
Yeah.
you learn well by just teaching
By just
yourself,
doing. Yeah.
but just doing. Exactly. Like a lot of
Just look
people
up.
learn well by just doing it.
Yeah. I just looked up random songs that I like to listen to or whatever. It was a lot of Disney music and like show tunes and stuff. I just looked up the sheet music online, and I looked up the fingering chart for a saxophone, and I was like, okay, this is how I do this. And then I just started playing it.
Yeah. I mean, how else like how else would people learn before,
Right. Exactly.
You just figure it out. You figure out which, notes correspond to
Yeah.
what and make sure you know how the instrument operates and go.
Right. I went and
And
I
like,
bought well, I had my mom buy me like the little like um exercise books or whatever that
Mm-hmm.
most like teachers would give you when you're taking lessons anyways. Just had to you get it from the music store and you just kind of read through it yourself and it's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, and then there's also like kids who do go to lessons and they practice every single day and it just doesn't correspond. It doesn't, their brain just doesn't wire it correctly, where they just
Yeah.
don't get it. Because, like, I know that me and my sister used to take, well, I think she took violin,
Yeah.
and she just, I don't think she was very good at it. And, like, she practiced,
Damn, you
but it
hear
just,
that,
like,
Akuma?
didn't totally click. And I feel like maybe I'm living in an alternate reality. I don't actually know if that's right because it was so long ago that I'm
Yeah.
actually questioning the validity of that, if that actually happened. But
Wow.
I feel like she took violin. Now I'm doubting
Yeah.
myself.
I don't
Am I
know.
gaslighting myself right now? Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe.
Oh my god, Kate, you want to know what I'm upset about?
What?
Um, and it's completely way off topic. um, but I was thinking about food because I'm hungry and I'm gonna get dinner here when we're done.
I
But
feel that.
my one of my favorite sandwich places that I found out here after I moved here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm very mad at them because I don't know if it's just on like on Uber Eats or whatever, or if it's just like in general, but my sandwich that I get, the meatball sub, is no longer there, and I'm kind of upset about it because it was
Dang.
so good,
I'm
and I
so
kind of want
sorry.
one, but now I can't get one.
That's terrible.
No,
I
I'm gonna
kind
have
of
to
want
get something
pho.
else. Yeah,
I had pho like 2 days ago,
I
and I
kind of
want it
want
again.
pasta, but like ordering pasta, like whether or not for like I could go pick it up somewhere, I don't have to pay delivery charge for it. It's
Right.
still way too expensive.
It is very expensive, especially considering pasta is not actually that expensive.
Right, and like I could make it myself. That's besides the point. But so I don't want to hear anybody coming for me. I am just
That's
not in the mood to cook pasta, but I'm in the
fair.
mood to eat pasta.
I feel that.
Right? Oh
I'm,
wait,
yeah.
there's this place. It says buy one get one free pasta. Maybe I can have
Two
leftovers for
whole
tomorrow.
pastas?
Yeah, I'll take one to lunch. Work with me for lunch tomorrow. Oh, I lied. It's buy one get. It has buy one get one free, but it's not on pasta. It's on cheesecake or choco lava croissant.
Wow, that might be actually better.
Right?
Like a
Okay, I'm
cheesecake?
gonna leave this open
What?
for
I think that's a good
later.
idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Now I
Um
really want pho.
yeah.
God damn it.
What I didn't even mention pho the first time.
No,
You
I
mentioned
know, but
pho like an hour ago.
I was like kind of thinking about it, and now I'm like, I really desperately want pho now.
Well, there you go.
Like, that sounds so good to me. Also, I did my 2 commission paintings. Look at me go.
Nice.
Akuma helped me. I
Amazing.
also feel very inspired to do more now, and maybe put them up on like the merch store or the fourth wall thing,
Yeah.
which I think would be kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
And then doing some dominoes, like some Genshin dominoes. I'm feeling very creative.
Good.
Although going to work tomorrow might drain all the fucking life out of me.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll just take it as we go.
That's fair. I have
But
to
right
work the
now,
next like few days in a row.
yeah. Ugh, I know. Like right now, I'm
Today
feeling
off and then
motivated.
right. As
Probably
soon as you
won't
start being
tomorrow.
productive, you're gonna just lose all of it.
Oh my gosh, I even cleaned my apartment. Like I went in. Like
Nice.
my the other half of my stream room in here, I know sometimes it shows on camera and it's usually covered in shit. It is clear.
Yeah, you finally got rid of that
It's all gone.
bag.
Yeah, well that was a while ago, but yeah, I did.
Nice.
Also, let's talk about what we were actually going to talk about today because we've been rambling for a
Oh
minute.
god. We always are rambling for a minute.
I know.
Yeah.
Plus, we haven't like talked like for a while, so we had to catch up.
That's why we're rambling. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, honestly, I've barely played any games the past week either.
Really?
Yeah, I've been really into my Netflixing.
That's
I
fair.
started watching Gossip Girl.
I love Gossip Girl.
I've never watched it before, so
Really?
I'm very invested. Yeah, I never watched it before. Yeah,
Are you at least
but it's
are you
good.
enjoying it? Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. I'm glad you're
I
enjoying
feel
it.
like I'm on season 3. I think
Okay. It's
maybe
been a
how
while
many
since I've
seasons are
watched
there?
it, so I don't
I don't
know.
know. I couldn't tell you. I could. I mean, I could literally check. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good time,
It is.
and
It's a
I
pretty good
don't
show.
usually watch new things
Mm-hmm.
because, I watched Julie and the Phantoms also before Gossip Girl, and it was really good. Although I'm kind of mad about it because they ended it on a cliffhanger,
Oh,
and
rude.
right, I know, I lied. I'm only on season 2.
Mm.
It feels like I've been watching longer than one season. How many? Oh, there's only 18 episodes in the first season. Then again, I've only been watching like 1 or 2 a day, so I mean,
Oh, okay.
that's yeah. I've also been working a ton this
You
past
know
week.
what? You know what I'm
What do I
upset
know?
about
What?
though?
What?
The fact that they canceled Winx.
I know. At least it got 2 seasons.
Yeah, but like they left it on a cliffhanger.
Because they probably didn't know that they were going to cancel it till after it came out.
Well, no, yeah. No show goes in with the intention of getting canceled.
Right. So they had to wrap it up the way they did to like
Well,
leave it open for a third season if it got renewed, but then if it didn't,
yeah. No, like I get that. I just wish like
they did the
maybe
same thing with
it gained.
Shadowhunters.
Yeah, if they
Yeah,
had
the
like regained
Shadowhunters,
more
they left it
popularity.
absolutely open that they could have
They
done
did.
another season, but
Oh
then they
god, I
didn't.
wish they would.
Right? I know. They should totally just pick it
You're like,
back
how
up.
much money do you need for that? Because I will make it my 5-year plan to
Oh
gain the
my god.
funds to fund you to make the next season for the show.
Honestly, you would not be able to make enough money in 5 years to pay for that by yourself.
I mean, unless I like randomly won the lottery, which will never happen because I don't play the lottery, but
Right, in order to win the lottery, you have to play the lottery, and I don't
I
play the
know.
lottery either. Although maybe I should. I mean, my grandparents won the lottery.
That's true. Should we start playing the lottery?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, oh my god. Okay, so, speaking of, so our delivery guy at work,
Mm-hmm.
um, apparently has made some really decent money on phone app casino.
Really?
Yeah,
How much is
like,
decent?
well, the last time he mentioned it, he got like one big payout of like 8 grand.
Whoa. I
Right?
thought you were going to say like a couple $100s.
No. And like I
Shit.
was like, damn, maybe I should be trying this. Although I don't gamble either, so I don't know. But yeah, I just thought that was crazy.
I mean, it couldn't hurt.
I'm not gonna lie, I downloaded it just to like see what it would entail to like do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't actually looked at it yet though.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. That's okay.
I'm intrigued.
Oh, you know what I'm excited for?
Hmm.
The new season of Heartstopper.
Ooh.
Comes out in 2 weeks on Thursday. On
Love
October
that.
3rd. It comes out on Mean Girls Day, and I'm so excited about it.
I love that.
Right? Yeah. And they're also putting the next season of Grey's Anatomy on Netflix soon. Because it
A
says
lot of
new
good
season
things.
coming soon. I just don't know when, because it doesn't have a date on it. Oh my
Rude.
god, it has a date on it now. Bro, it didn't have that yesterday. It's coming out next week. Oh, okay, now I'm excited.
Wow.
Yeah. Everything's
Good
falling into
things.
place.
Oh yeah. It's all
Yeah.
coming together.
Oh, but what I was saying, and then we somehow switched subjects again, was that this past week was the first week in many, many months that I have had to work a full 40 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's a while.
Right. Like I've been pretty close. Like there was a couple of weeks in a row that I was working like 35
Mm-hmm.
tops. I don't know why the extra 5 hours just like really hit me this week.
Yeah, it drains it out of you. I don't know why,
I don't know.
but I
Although I
kind of
did
wish that
have
like,
my last shift covering at the store that's not actually my store on Friday,
mm,
so now I don't have to go there anymore.
that's good. It's kind of
Yeah.
like how isn't it Europe that does like 35-hour work weeks?
Yeah, there's places in Europe that do that. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
everywhere.
I feel like we should do that here.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Personally,
Yeah, honestly, that would be pretty good. But then we wouldn't be able to afford anything because I guarantee they wouldn't give us any extra compensation.
right.
So we'd just be losing 5 hours a week of pay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But see, I'm excited for being full time at work now because after a holiday season, when everything dies down in the world of retail, my hours aren't going to get cut because they can't,
That's
because there's a
very exciting.
minimum that I'm allowed to work in a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do love that.
The other guy's not going to be very happy about it.
Well, fuck him.
We low key think that he might quit once he finds out because he doesn't know yet.
Oh.
I'm not technically supposed to know yet either until tomorrow when I go to work, but I do know already.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
mean, if I recall correctly, he kind of dropped the ball when it really mattered. So.
Right, exactly. So it's his own fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Um
just to make sure we deliver on our foreshadowing, so that it doesn't like not make sense.
but see, foreshadowing could mean for next week too.
I mean, I guess that's true.
Right. That's okay. We had every intention of having a good old conversation about malicious compliance, which we are
We
going to
did.
start right now. We're going to go through like a story each, and then we'll pick it up for malicious compliance next week.
Perfect.
Yeah. Do you want to go first? Do you have one
Sure.
ready?
I do.
Okay, go for it.
I'm sorry if it's the same one as yours.
That's why I wanted you to go first, just in case it
Okay.
was, so then I have time to
This
find
one,
another one.
this one's called All You Can Eat.
Oh, so it's just the top of the page. Okay, yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to do that too. Carry on.
See, that's why I was worried. Okay. So many years ago, over 20, my wife and I kept a boat at a lake near our home. The marina had a restaurant that had an all-you-can-eat fried catfish on the menu. These catfish were whole and just about the size of a grown man's hand, sorry. We had been eating there 3 or 4 times a month for the past 3 years. I held the record of 17 catfish consumed, and Pete, the owner/cook, always said that I was maxed out and could never better my score. Now comes the malicious compliance. Wife and I had 10 family and friends visiting for my birthday, and we all went to the marina for dinner. I boldly and loudly announced that I was going to beat my record of 17 catfish. Obviously, Pete overheard my braggadocio. I've never seen that word before in
Wait,
my life.
sorry. Can you say that word again, please?
No, I'm nervous.
Really?
Braggadocio?
Um, that's an interesting word. Okay, hold on. Let me look at
Yeah.
how this is being spelled. I think it's braggadocio.
Braggadocio?
I think so. It's like
Okay.
being arrogant.
Mm, cool. Because I was like, I almost said bravado because I like to
I'm not gonna lie. That's what I thought
assume
you were
words.
trying to say.
Yeah, no, because I saw the B and the O and I was like, oh, cool, I
Right.
know what this word is. Nope, sure
Right.
don't. Anyways, and took our orders. A lot of beer was being consumed. Pete brought out 9 platters, turned to me and said, beat your record and everything is on the house. With cheers all around, Pete then said, fail and you have to give Gail and Debbie a 25% tip. Everyone, including me, agreed and just knew we were getting a free meal. Pete went back to the kitchen and brought out my first catfish. That sucker weighed 5 pounds. I could not even eat the
Damn.
one. Everyone laughed and we did have a great time. And yes, the girls got their tip and I never messed with Pete again. Pete and I remained friends until he passed away last year. He never tired of telling the story. One of the top comments said he was saving that one specific fish for you.
Right? Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
probably.
He was like, oh, I'm going to get him good. Oh my
That
God.
is kind of hilarious.
Someone else said he was raising that fish for this one occasion.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I love that.
Okay, I picked a work-related one because these are always kind of fun.
I love that. Yeah.
I like watching. We talked about it when we first decided to do malicious compliance. So the
Mm-hmm.
videos that Siri does on
Mm-hmm.
TikTok.
Yes.
Which if you guys don't know who Siri is, she's a hairstylist on TikTok.
I was literally watching
I
one of her
fucking
videos this
love her
morning.
videos. Right? Same. Anyways, so sprained ankle. Boss wanted a doctor's note to pay 1 day of sick time. Now he's paying a week. I twisted and sprained my ankle Monday morning, packing up our camp from Labor Day weekend. Having done this a few times in the past, I didn't want to bother to have it checked out. Who wants to pay $1,000 for urgent care to tell you to rest and ice it? Yay, America. So I went to work Tuesday. It actually says that. That's not me as a Canadian interjecting.
No, I know. No, it sounds like something I would say, so.
I got morning stuff done and explained the situation to my boss. Told him I need to take the day because it was swollen and painful, and I needed to rest and be off of it in order for it to heal. He gets in a tizzy because I love that word, tizzy.
Mm-hmm.
He gets in a
Me
tizzy
too.
because God forbid anyone needs to miss work for anything at all ever, and snaps at me for not planning to go to the doctor. Wednesday, I go into work, still limping and still wearing improper footwear. I can only fit the injured foot into a crock without unbearable pain. The first thing the boss says is, "Don't you think you should get that checked out? I don't understand why you don't want to just pay for it." I explain again that I've had this injury in the past. It's definitely not broken and honestly not even as swollen as it has been when I've done it before. I want to be at work to keep up on things and make everyone's job less difficult. I would just need to take it easy for a couple days, which isn't a problem, considering I can do 90% of the job from my desk and the 10% slack is beyond easy for everyone to pick up. Especially when not being there, it makes them pick up 100% of it. This gets met with more attitude, so I ask if I'll be getting paid sick time for the day I missed yesterday. He says, no, not without a doctor's note. You can visibly see the injury clear as day, and I'm trying here, so what the fuck? I'm fed up by this point, so a little later on, I say okay and leave to go to the doctor's for the note he wants so badly, knowing full well what they'll say to treat it, and that I'll need to be off of it for 3 to 5 days. After an x-ray and getting the, yep, it's sprained, keep doing what you've been doing, I let them know my boss asked for a note for missing a day of work to rest it. The doctor asks if I want to be at work to do what I can and stay off it as best as possible. I said that's what I've been trying to do, so I'm fine with that. I do have sick time if it would be more beneficial to be off of it for a couple days. She comes back with a note saying that I may return to work on the 9th, which would be next Monday. I took a picture and shot it over to my boss. Just the photo. He replies, "What's wrong with the ankle?" Which I met with no response considering none is needed. He got his note. I just wanted a day of sick time, 8 hours. Now he's paying me 4 days at 32 hours. He can't refuse a second of it. Yeah. So
I love
honestly,
that.
valid.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's like
yeah.
it's like if you're not going to pay me the sick time for being out when you can see that I'm injured, but
For
you're also
one
pushing
day.
me for 1 day, but you're also pushing me to go to the doctor, like, okay, I'll do that for you.
Right,
And they're going to
exactly.
tell me
It's
to rest
only,
longer
right.
than you want me to. So
Exactly.
why?
Yeah. See, that's like, oh my god. One of the managers at one of our stores was in a car accident recently,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like they were out like on excuse leave or whatever with like the doctor's orders for like I think it was like 6 to 10 weeks. I think is what like the story that I was told,
Mm-hmm.
and this person comes back after 6 weeks when they could have been off for the 10.
That's crazy.
Um, and then they like, I think it was like one day, and then they went back off for the rest of the next couple of weeks because they came back way too early.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, yeah, like if you're injured, please take all the time off that you need to. And if your boss does not want to let you, do this. Go to the doctor, and then they will tell you how long you need to be off.
Mm-hmm.
And then there you go.
Exactly. No job is worth risking your health by trying to push through when you know that you need to not.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Because end of the day, they'll replace you.
Yeah, exactly.
Which sucks, but
they can't replace you if you are, like on a proper leave of absence or whatever you need to be on.
And I just more mean like
that would be illegal,
right? But I just more mean it in like the fact of like, at the end of the day, if you left, they would fill your position.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, they're a business. They have seats to fill and jobs to make sure get done. Period.
And if it's like super long-term thing, they'll find a like temp worker or whatever, or just like reorganize priorities. Or if it's something that you can do working from home, they might ask you to do that, which you don't actually have to say yes to, but you could if they're nice about it.
Opie literally said that they could
don't do that.
Right. Opie literally said they could do 90% of their work from their desk.
Right.
And the other 10% could be easily covered, especially since they're not having to take up 100% of the slack.
Right.
Like that's what
but now they have to take up 100% of it for an extra 3 days. Yeah.
Exactly.
People are just so rude.
They really are.
And they don't think that other people are smart enough to realize that they have options when it comes to stuff like this. So,
exactly.
Yeah. Anywho's, we're gonna pick up this conversation next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was the end of my sentence.
Yeah. I mean, that is a sentence.
Thank you. Sometimes I forget how to speak in English, like I mentioned like an hour ago.
Nah, I feel it. I'm there.
Oh my gosh. It's been a long week and it's only Sunday.
It certainly has.
Tuesday.
/Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday for the people that are listening.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Remember? Time travel.
I always get confused about the time travel. No, or like not confused. I always just forget about it.
Right. We time travel so often in our regular day-to-day lives that it's just
normal.
It's small potatoes at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's such a weird expression.
Small potatoes?
Yeah. I definitely heard it in like a movie or something, and I use it I use it sometimes, but
I've definitely heard it before, and not just from you.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you what it means.
I don't know. Are you looking it up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Small potatoes saying. If you say something is small potatoes, you mean that it is unimportant in comparison with something else. Well, no shit. I understand that.
Maybe the origin?
But like origin. Okay. A specialization of a sense of potato, meaning a thing of little value, and a comment on the low value of a small potato in particular. Cool. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Potatoes don't cost very much. Small potatoes
they really don't.
Even less.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm a small potato.
No.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay, before we end, I keep seeing this TikTok video of this guy on Omegle that uses the like potato filter that like.
Oh my god, I love him.
Potato, right? I cannot get enough of it. They're fucking hilarious.
They are.
Yeah. Or the guy that like goes around scaring people on Omegle.
Mm-hmm.
He's like super creepy. He's bald. He's got a mustache. He's really creepy, and he does like these like fake skip, like creep out scare video. Like there's like a whole like fake hostage in a basement thing that comes
Oh my
up.
God.
It's a lot.
That's so involved to just mess with
I
people on Omegle.
right? I know. I've never been on
Interesting.
Omegle.
I have.
Hmm.
When I
I
was in
didn't
high
even
school.
know what Omegle was.
Yeah,
I just
I
like
messed
I
with
would see the word occasionally, and I was just like, cool.
a lot of creepy people.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, because I used to go on it in like high school, and a lot of the time it was just full dick, just out there. And
Yeah.
as high schoolers, we're like, ah, click, like next, and then other people are just like really weird about things, like
I feel like a bunch of high
yeah,
schoolers probably would. Well, I mean, like no, because it was probably like old people, like older people on there doing that, not other high schoolers.
yeah,
If it was like other high schoolers only, and you're like in high school, I can imagine some people probably would have been into that, but that's
mm-hmm.
also kind of nuts.
Uh
Pun not intended this time.
huh. That's funny.
I know, right? I do say the occasional funny thing sometimes.
You do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we will see you guys next week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get some pasta and
Yeah.
this cheesecake.
Yay.
And then Serafina is going to get some pho,
I think I might
probably.
actually. Yeah, I think I might.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we're going to go play some Fortnite because we're
Yeah, we haven't in
nerds.
forever.
And it's been like, yeah, like 3 months.
It's been like literal ages.
I know. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. See you next time.